There's a thing that bothered me ever since I was in junior high school when we started to learn more about the history. We talk about the war, and the war is a part of history. The people always started war with some reason, and I think that is very not good. I think we should stop the war. People may say that we start a war because, for example, the World War II, we start the World War II because we have to stop Hitler. But it's not right. You're telling me that we killed dozens of thousands of people because you have to stop one person's wrong action. I don't think that is right. I think that it's like you sitting on the couch in your living room and just watch the war reports on the television, and you tell me that they start a war because they want to seek peace. You are telling me that the war is peace. It's no different from you are telling me that freedom is slavery or ignorance is strength. For example, I just read a book named The Forever War, and it's written by the war correspondent that he went to Iraq, and he write about something that Americans were on terrorism, and there is some very big mistake we have about concept we have about Middle East, that the real terrorist is organized called Al Qaeda, and it's not the local residents in Middle East. And actually, the Americans invaded the Middle East and tried to stop the terrorists. And I think that is wrong because there's still people living there. There's still children. There's still mothers, fathers, and one of the child that even saw his friend get hit by a grenade and die in front of him. And he's just a child, and you start a war and just in the back of their house, and they just can't escape from that because that's their home. And he mentioned that there's a mother that he has 3 children, and she has 3 children, and she said that the people really wants to start war with the foreigners. It's Al Qaeda and it's Americans, and the local people just helpless, and they can't escape from that situation because they live there and they don't know where to go. And there's another example about another example that made me want to talk about that we have to stop the war, and it's when it's World War II. People don't want to get involved in the war, even if the soldiers who fought in the war and came back home and be regarded as a hero. And there's an American who served as a Marine when the Pacific War, and actually he was only 18 when the war occurred in the Pacific, and he signed up for the military. And he came back and he write an autobiography, and he talked about what he experienced during the war. And he said time had no meaning, life had no meaning. The fierce struggle for survival and the abyss of Peleliu had eroded the veneer of civilization and made savages of us all. So the government started a war to protect their own people, and then to protect their own people and civilization. But the people in the war actually they just lose everything they have, and actually it's really not good, because if we have to become a savage to protect the civilization, then what's the point? I think when I was little, my parents always taught me that don't fight with my brother. We can just sit down and talk about the things, talk about problems we have, and we can work things out. So why can people do that? It just people. My parents told me that even if things are not always so easy, but we still can talk about it. We still can work things out. It's like that. Violence maybe is the fastest way to solve the problem, but it's not the best way. So it's always another way. If only we just come look for it. And I think things aren't always easy. But I know that we need to work together and figure out situations instead of fighting with each other. Thank you.